gentlemen, you are now tuned in to Off the Bench London with your hosts, Malcolm the Milkman Noel and Scott the Visionary Home. Only at the clubhouse, where the game never stops. 450 pints, half-price wings, massive screens, and the best staff in the city. Don't forget to like and subscribe. YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, wherever you get your podcasts fixed. Yeah, look, we the boys that been running the town, don't debate that. Giving out jerseys like blessings, you can take that. Every Monday night, that ritual for sacred. Big screen dreams, we made it at the base. Off the bench, London, we up now. Pints in the air, feel the hometown sound. Talking life, hustling them game situations. Built from the grind, pure dedication. Ain't no gimmicks, it's love and foundation. The clubhouse vibe, that's a London celebration. We talk sports like motivation. Every drop of milk, that's innovation.
You're rocking with Off the Bench London. Brought to you by 100 Kellogg Lane, the clubhouse, where London comes to watch the game.
Now let's get into the show.
Cue the whole.
There it is. We're back for another week.
I think we fixed the audio situation, like, last
God,
week.
I hope so. And when you say we, you mean you.
Well, yeah.
Yes,
like,
I participated.
Well, you're a part of the show, so I have to.
Yeah, we. The collective we.
Yeah. So, how you doing?
Hey, I mean, I was really hoping we'd win this week, but doing all right. It's been another week. It's been a season.
It's been interesting. There's a lot of talk about this week.
Yeah. There's a lot happened, just like every week, but there was some surprises, some more injuries, more of everything.
Nah, man, it was a good weekend. But week 11.
Week 11, episode 11.
We're getting there.
Yeah, it's crazy to think we're already halfway through. So, I'm sure everyone that's watching has noticed we have a big empty chair in the middle.
Yes.
So, as a Bengals fan, I get the honor of bringing in Terry. Terry's a local Bengals fan.
Let's go.
Mr. Visionary.
There he is.
Hey, how you
Mr.
doing?
Milkman, hello.
How you doing?
How's it going? Thanks for having me. I'm going to get comfortable in this bucket you provided.
You get comfortable. You're going to be in for a long one.
Yeah, so everyone, welcome to the Bengals Sadness Hour. Thanks for joining. No, it's all good, man. Thanks for having me.
At least we're comfortable in our sadness.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
so we'll start the show off, decently, and then if you want to stay for the talk about all the teams and all the weeks, you can. I know it's going to get depressing for one part of it, so I'll give you the option if you want to walk away.
I'm here
but
for it,
I'd
baby.
rather-
I'll sit in the pocket. I'm
That
good.
goes for both of us, right?
I might have to do the rest of the show by myself.
Yeah. It's going to be awkward. I'll just have to turn the camera.
You know what I mean? Just do a close-up.
Yeah. Just zoom it in right on his face.
I'm here for it, baby. The good and the bad. Let's go.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming to the show, though.
Thanks for having me. It's an honor, guys. Episode 11, your inaugural season of the show. It's an honor. This is the first time I'm a special guest. However, I've appeared 3 times.
He has.
Yeah.
The first time I came in interrupted,
Yep.
so there's an audio version of that.
Yep.
And then the second time, I was showcasing my Geno Atkins jersey.
That was sick, though.
It was just a quick moment. So
That was sick.
happy to be back, I guess.
So now
Yeah.
you're actually on the show.
Yeah.
If you guys want
I
to
get
go
to get
back
comfortable.
and watch those episodes and look for Terry.
Easter eggs, we call
Easter
those.
eggs. Yeah.
Pockets.
Yeah.
First off, let's do the show a little different. Tonight's the Cowboys and the Raiders game. Who you got?
I think the Cowboys got this one.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. I just have a feeling.
I think they better have this one.
Yeah.
If they don't, it's a problem. Because their season's pretty much shot.
Yeah. So from watching these two teams from afar, you know, I see Dallas, they have a decent offense. You know, Dak keeps them in games. They have good receivers, poor defense.
Yep.
As far as I'm concerned right now, Las Vegas, they have poor everything except for running back, no?
Pretty
Basically.
much. No, they got Max Crosby. He's kind of
Okay.
crushing it for them.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know. Geno's not it.
You know, he did so well for himself in Seattle. He worked himself into a nice little contract. You know, there was a lot of upside with, you know, an older quarterback, right? He was sort
There
of
was a culture.
right.
Yeah.
No, you're like there was a culture in Seattle, and it looks like in like what you're talking about, like in Las Vegas. It's like I don't know, it's weird. Like he doesn't have any flow. He doesn't have any consistency with the O line. It's like everyone's all over
he
the
doesn't
place.
fit.
Yeah. Like,
Interesting.
he should have stayed in Seattle. It's my personal opinion. But
They weren't going to pay him what he was looking for, right? And unfortunately,
I think
he didn't make
Sam
a lot of
Darnold's
money.
a better fit there.
Yeah.
is he though?
He's playing fantastic. No, he had a bad game, but I
Yeah.
think he's playing pretty good for the Seahawks right now.
Yeah, we talk about him in the MVP conversation. I don't think we would ever talk about Geno in the MVP.
And I forget who it was, but one of their defensive players was in a press conference and essentially stood up for Sam Darnold and said,
Yeah.
you know, he's not the one to be taking the heat for this. You know, we should be making plays. He's playing out of his mind. And he used a lot of profanity to get his point across.
Yeah, he's
So-
gonna get fined heavily.
Yeah. And but
Sam
you know what?
Prob's
That
gonna
tells
pay
me-
that.
Yeah.
That tells me he's got his guys behind him.
Yeah.
He's a leader,
Yep.
right? And the play overall, I think, has showed that.
Yeah. If Vegas can't get it together, Tom Brady's going to come out of retirement.
You still think he could?
I don't think he should.
No.
I think we'd all be really mad if he did that and then somehow managed to win another Super Bowl.
I
But
think he's having too much fun on yachts, hanging out with supermodels.
yeah, that's true. Hey, him and Bill Belichick doing the same thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right, so early topic today. I basically, all three of us kind of have something in common. We all work multiple jobs. We have a full-time, we have a part-time, and then
True.
we also have side hustles that we're trying to do.
Yeah.
One's a collector here that's looking for like long-term investments with your Pokemon cards.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? So that like there's that, but then we're also trying to find time for like ourselves as well as like playing sports and like getting off the bench. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like trying to stay active and just like, how do you view your life now that you're in your 30s and
Thanks.
trying to like, you know what I mean? But
Facts
like,
are facts, you know,
your
it is what it
yeah.
is.
But like you're in your 30s.
Hey, congrats
trying
on
to
just
stay
turning
active,
30.
Trying to stay active,
Yeah.
trying to play as much sports as you can, because the moment you stop playing, like you kind of lose it. So like,
Yeah.
how are you finding balancing all of that as well as trying to work and trying to have like a good relationship at home as well?
You know, I think when it comes to finding balance, I think you just inherently need to sit back and take a look at your life and start to become disciplined about certain things, you know? I think as soon as you start to discipline and, prioritize the things that are important to you and things that'll help build your life up, you'll actually find freedom in those things. You know, you'll improve your quality of life, your mental and physical health. I think it's important to stay busy and find those things that interest you and really go for them. So, that's why I got a lot of respect for you guys. As busy as you are, you carve out some time in your day to pursue something new, right? And
Yeah.
really put yourself out there. So it's something I really respect and, something I've been trying to do. Hasn't always been that way, but we learn as we grow.
Yeah, 100%.
You always got to keep moving. 'Cause
Yeah.
I find it's like I work, I don't know, 60 hours a week, plus doing this, plus playing sports. So I find once you have your schedule set and it's more consistent,
Yep.
it becomes a lot easier, and then it starts becoming routine. And then when you finally randomly have a day off, where you're like, I got nothing planned, you feel
Unproductive almost?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear you. And
The hardest part is trying to find time to do all the little things.
yeah,
Like,
for sure.
Like sleep.
like sleep, and you're just like,
Yeah.
oh wait, I gotta squeeze a couple hours in a week to do laundry. Like weird things like that. You're just like, damn it.
Yeah, life has to get in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I think you need to find the right balance, like I said before, of things you're interested in. When it comes to the work side of things, you need to enjoy what you're doing and have the right balance of flexibility and stress. You know, I think in our side gigs, as you would call them, I think we kind of have that, right? There's some flexibility and understanding, right? Your career comes first, and that goes a long way.
No,
So
sure.
It's not as rigid as it should be or is. It's a nice balance.
No, I get you. Now, do you ever feel like, you get to a point where, you're having a rough week, or like, I know we play soccer early in the week, but like, you get to a point where like, I don't feel like playing today because I'm just burnt out from everything?
There's moments, of course, it's either that or my knees flaring up, as you mentioned, I'm
Ain't
in my
that the
30s
truth?
now.
The moment you turn 30, everything hurts.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to geriatric hour, Again, I think you dig back into that discipline and focus, knowing that it's something you not only have to do, but you have a privilege of doing it
Right.
as well. I think as soon as you shift your mindset and get out of the, I guess, like woe is me mentality, you feel better afterwards as soon as you push through. So, but that's not to say that burnout isn't real. And I think when it gets to that point, you got to take time for yourself because mental health is key.
No, sure.
Especially amongst men these days. It's more of a topic of conversation, and I think it's important to recognize that.
No, that's true.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things that a lot of guys, they'd rather grind when they're going through stuff to just keep their mind off of everything.
It's true.
You're just like, it's fine. I like the distractions.
Yep.
And then, because some people are not good at sitting by themselves. Like, that's honestly a skill in itself.
Yes.
Yep.
Not a lot of people can go home, like, at the end of the day and just complete silence.
Yeah.
You're alone with your thoughts. And sometimes it's hard, right?
Yeah. I think once you master that silence, you really become unstoppable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%. So, like, obviously, like, you're on our soccer team, and you came to our team recently.
2 years?
Yeah, I was like, that's not
2
recent.
years?
2
But
years.
hey, when you're in your 30s,
Yeah.
2 years goes like that.
Were you in your
Tell me about
30s
it.
when we
How
started?
Yeah.
But, like, you have...
But I guess the team's been around a long time,
Yes,
right? So,
yes.
in
and
relation
obviously,
to
you're an
that,
amazing addition to the team.
well, I appreciate that.
No.
I try my best out there for 3 minutes at a time. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
hey.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
3
all
minutes is
that
a long
matters.
time.
But, like,
Hey.
hey, let me join this.
3 minutes is a long time.
Some might say too long.
The question I want to ask, though, is, like, you're playing with the team now, and you have the football background.
Yep.
Because you played for the Thunderbirds?
No,
The Falcons.
at that time it was the London Falcons.
That's it.
They're
Yeah.
I think they're the Junior Mustangs now. I
Yes.
think is the team that I turned into, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was that transition? Because, like, I know you play volleyball, you play all the sports, flag football as well, and now you're playing soccer with us. Like, it's kind of a competitive level, but it's like recreational still.
Yeah.
How has that transition been for you?
I think first of all, it would be the constant running. The cardio is a huge part of soccer, of course. For me, I think playing on defense. Well, I played soccer when I was younger, so I think I had a little bit of a understanding of the flow of the game, and I had some basic, dribbling skills. But I think my passing was probably one of my biggest, strengths. Simply because I think playing football and playing defense, you have a good understanding of positional awareness and where people are in relation to you and the movement of where they're flowing. So I think I had a good ability to read plays and read, where people are. So I think that helped me out a lot.
I always like when someone tries to put it over the top on you because that's like your specialty. You're like, no, I can actually read this, no problem.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm sure it's hard for you to not just jump up and catch it.
And I haven't done that yet. But it can be tempting sometimes. There's some really fast guys out there, and playing defense, I found, especially when you're playing up against a striker who is faster than you and shiftier than you, accept that and play to your strengths, right? Keep that player in front of you, right? So when those long balls come, you have a few steps ahead, right? And then I am really good at, like I said, having positional awareness of where that player is. So if the ball's going over my head, I can stay in front of that player and give my keeper a chance to receive that ball and make a pass.
Perfect.
Or let that ball run out, and then now we can play, right?
Yeah.
So,
It's a big skill to have.
Oh, 100%.
I know it's annoying when I have to play against people like that.
you don't let that stop you, though.
Not as fast as I used to be, though.
Yeah, but I will say, Scott, you got a competitive streak in you. You have a switch that you flip, and it's like, okay, now Scott's a competitor, right? And you see it kind of transpire out on the field, and it's fun to watch.
There's times when I'm like loose, and then there's times when like it's like what we were talking about last week when you get hit in the mouth, and it just turns you on.
Yeah.
And you just get that competitive flip, and you're like, oh, okay, that's how we're playing. All right, deal.
And I had the same feelings when I was playing football way back when, playing defense and offense, linebacker and running back. I always felt that the game would really turn on for me when I would play running back. When I would take that first hit or deliver that first blow, it's like now you kind of get switched on to that level of contact, and you're awake.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because sometimes you're too loose, and then that's when people, if one person's playing really loose and another person comes in super hard, that's how people get hurt.
Exactly. And we play co-ed once a week. We don't practice, right?
Oh, exactly.
So you just kind of show up.
Practice?
Yeah.
Practice?
It means practice, right?
Ain't nobody got
Are we
time for that.
talking about the game, or are we talking about practice?
Nice. But that's the thing, right? You have your entire day and you show up. It's hard to sometimes just get your mindset into that competitive mode, right? But I think the faster you can get there, the better. And sir, you get there quick, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think for me, it's hard because you're right, we don't practice. But it's like sometimes it's hard to not everyone has the same fundamentals. My fundamentals are definitely from football, right? So I try to apply that because there's different layers to every single game.
Yep.
As a football player, we have to pay attention to the linemen because I was a defensive end, and what happens for the line is totally different from what happens for the linebackers, which is also totally different from the CDs and the safeties. So there's different layers, and I try to break that down into the soccer game where just because I'm standing in one spot, I need to get to another spot to open up another avenue because there's another layer that'll eventually open up the moment the ball gets there.
Right.
And I think we don't practice, but not everyone has the same mentality, and it's hard to communicate that during the game. Have you had any experience where your past sports, you're kind of even with volleyball, it's I know I need to do this, this, and this, but I need my teammates to follow it.
Right. Yeah, I would say so. In soccer, what I've noticed, if you have to build chemistry over time.
Yes.
Again, if you don't practice as much, you're kind of practicing while you're playing and getting to learn how the people around you are playing. I always feel good playing from the back, from the sense that I can set plays up and I can get people going. And typically when I pass, I'm passing to you to get you to an open spot. I'm expecting you to go and attack, right? And sometimes there's miscommunication there. Some players want to stay and get the ball at their feet.
Yes.
Right? So to your point about the football thing, right? It's, you're focused on your job. You have to complete your job, but it's 11 or 12 people in Canada doing their jobs.
Yes.
Right? In soccer, it's, you have one common goal, which is to get that goal, but you're all one organism moving as one, right? So having that flow is very important.
Now, when you play soccer, do you relate everything you're learning at soccer / football and relate it back to your work? How you communicate, are you relating how you do that on the pitch?
Yeah.
Versus how you do with your coworkers, even though a lot of us work from home. Some of us, sorry.
From time to time.
Yeah, some of us work from home, but it's hard to communicate because you're not in the office, you're not building those relations. Yeah. So do you try to take what you learn on the pitch back to the office?
I think so, yeah, in some ways. I haven't really thought about it before, but yeah, everyone communicates differently and receives information differently, right? and being able to be an effective communicator on the field verbally, right, it'll help your team succeed.
Sure.
And the more that you can do that in your personal life or work life, whatever it may be, I think it'll lead to more success, or at least more understanding to, get to that final goal, whatever it may be.
Yes.
Right? So.
Well, it's also being able to read people's body language and try and figure out what they're doing, trying to think ahead, and because you're trying to think 2-3 steps ahead as much as you can. I know when I'm playing soccer, I'm not just thinking about making that one pass. I'm thinking about what this one pass is going to open up. And it's the same thing with work, conversations, what you're doing with everything. You're like, everything you do has all these different actions that are going to be the outcome. Yeah, so you try to figure out what's going to happen and then make the best call you can. Like,
Definitely.
you see lots of times where, like, someone's completely wide open, but you're like, nope, because I see someone, like, they may be screaming for the ball. They don't see the person coming behind them.
Who's got a straight shot to the goalie.
Or they're not seeing that, sure, I can give you the ball. Where are you going to go with it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, I run into the corner and yell for the ball. Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Like, I could be completely open, but there's nothing that is going to help.
Right. Interesting. So the first read is not always the best read.
Exactly. It's just like football.
Yeah.
That's why they're going through the progressions.
Yep. Interesting.
And 100%, that's the way exactly how I think. And I also relate that to work. It's like I work in IT, and like, the common thing is, have you turned it on and off again? Well,
Unplug it.
That's part of the progression.
It's part of the progression, but sometimes, I ask those questions before I even do it and be like, well, have you done it? Oh, no, you haven't? I will see what caused the issue first, and then try to backtrack it so I can see the overlay of everything, and then try to be like, well, this is what you've been doing if you stop this. But then when it comes to soccer, I don't want to be like, have to fix everything or have to react. But if you put your team in the best situation, like, instead of going forward, you go backwards to slow things down. Then you can create a better offense for yourself to get back open, because now the focus is somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I think, like, and you do very well, because I see it on the pitch as well. But I think a lot of people who haven't played organized sports don't take that second to think, what does my pass do? And what is it going to cause? And is there a better situation?
Yeah.
And it also works in relationships. You may have your wife or your partner or whatever. You may react one way.
Yeah.
What's the blowback?
Exactly. You have to sometimes think, okay, if I say this, I will probably get this reaction. How am I, like, everything is in, like, the same in a sense. Like, everything flows the same way.
Yeah. Nice. It's very deep. Since we're getting deep, do you mind if I wax poetic?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I was thinking about this the other day, trying to rationalize and make myself feel better about my team, our team, the Bengals. I was
that must have been difficult.
Well, I was translating football into life a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? And you look at each individual team, each individual franchise.
Yep.
Just like life, sometimes they're subject to where they are.
Yep.
Not every franchise is built the same, has the same advantages.
Correct.
And they all go through good times and bad times. But just like life, those good times and those bad times will not last.
Correct.
And you just got to stay the course.
Well, the one thing that the Bengals do have going for them is that the defense being so bad makes
historically bad, actually.
Literally
Again.
historically bad.
Yeah.
But them being that bad, it's glaringly obvious what you need to fix. It's everything on the defensive end, but you have a direction.
Yeah.
When there's those teams that are just like stuck in middle limbo,
Steelers.
yeah, you're just like nothing seems to be working.
Yeah.
Like, it's not good, it's not bad, it's just all meh. But we have really good offense really, really bad defense. So once the defense becomes serviceable, it's gonna which shouldn't be that hard to do.
We just need a top 15.
Yeah,
We just need a top 15 defense. Get us 2 or 3 more stops than they have, Dean. I think we're good. Are
I'd
we
settle
ahead of
for
ourselves
top.
here. We might be.
I'd settle for
We'll
top
get to it.
30.
Yeah. Yeah. You know.
No, you're right though. Like, look at all these franchises in the NFL. We'll just say the NFL for example.
Yeah.
You know, there's some teams that have never won a trophy, right? I've been a Eagles fan since 2004. I got to witness my first one. I'm hoping you guys can witness your first one soon.
Yeah. Hey, Terry, you're more of a diehard than I am.
Yeah.
His basement, wild.
It's definitely the Bengals.
That's
den.
the jungle.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's the jungle. You know, I like to be surrounded by my bad decisions, I suppose. You know, I chose the Bengals when I was a youth, and but you know what though, you know, I love my team. There's been a lot of good moments, a lot of bad.
Oh, for sure.
But you know, also it's like, you know, if I didn't know anything else about you, Scott, just knowing that you're a Bengals fan, I'd know a lot. You know,
Yeah.
I'd know that you're resilient.
Yeah,
You probably like roller coasters.
I do actually.
You're loyal. You're loyal, and you know, a little bit of a contrarian, which I appreciate. So, you know,
No, but like it's going to be tough for any organization to win the to win the Lombardi Trophy, right?
I think it's the hardest thing to do in sports.
Well, every other sport, like, you have a series. So the best team typically is going to win over the course of 5-7
Yes.
games because there's so much more time. Imagine if a football game was 30 quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like, you get 4 quarters, you have an hour. That's it.
You get one game a week, and it's so physically taxing that, you know, injuries are a part of the game. You typically don't have the same team at the end of the year.
Correct.
Right? You know, for what a quarterback has to do to distribute the ball, I think it's the hardest position in sports to play. You know, you think about all the reads they have to make and playing against super athletes that are trying to deflect the ball, intercept the ball, tackle you. It's a lot, you know, and a lot can go wrong. And typically does for, you know, only one team wins, right?
Yes.
So
And not necessarily always the best team wins
sometimes it's just the healthiest team.
or the best coach.
Yep.
Or sometimes just freak things happen, random ref calls.
Yeah.
There's so many little things. Like when a game is decided by inches, it can go anyone's
Exactly.
way.
Yep. Yep. What do you guys think about the microchips in the footballs?
I think
That they
it's
have right now.
good in some aspects.
Yeah.
Like bringing a little bit of technology into the game to take away the human aspect of it, so we know, like, yes, this is a first down and this is not. I think we really do need to focus on the gambling aspect of everything, though, because I think gambling is ruining the game.
I mean, I feel like gambling is why they're getting so much technology and stuff involved, because there's so much money on the line, and everyone starts going, "Oh, it's rigged." And if everyone's starting to say it's rigged, then no one's going to want to bet on it.
Right.
Exactly. So, like, gambling on sports is great. It's funny how we always talk about this.
Well, man,
money talks.
it is. Wait, what did I say last night when we were watching the game? They had the reporter talking, and it would just all of a sudden FanDuel, right? Like gigantic letters, bigger than they were, behind it.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's massive business, and you know, I've done my fair share of donating
Yes.
to FanDuel, but it's true. I think the more that you can take out of, like, the I want to say easy, but like the cut and dry decisions, right? Like, did the ball cross the goal line, right?
Yeah.
Did they get a first down, right? That sort of stuff. I think having the technology involved, it's a positive.
Yes, 100%.
But I mean, there's all those subjective calls that Like, I think we've talked about it before, where there's a hold on every single play.
Yeah.
There's a pass interference on every single play.
Yeah.
Just depends if they feel like calling it.
Yeah. And sometimes
And
you know,
how
you
light
just
it is.
happen to have a lot of saliva in your mouth while you're trash talking Jalen Ramsey, and it happens to just spill out. These things happen.
Yeah.
These things happen, you know?
It's definitely not because he's absolutely frustrated with his team right now.
I think
and
Jamar is a little bit different.
And I guarantee Jalen Ramsey was in his ear because, hey, that's who we lost the Super Bowl to.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Well, Jamar burned him on the last play. If Joe had one more second,
Yeah.
you know, I just sound like a bitter Bengals fan, you know, but it's the truth.
It's not bitter.
You know,
it's reality.
if you recall in that game,
But that's how everything is.
yeah.
Like, if anyone had an extra half second, games are completely different.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Well, and that just shows you the level of difficulty that you have to
Yeah.
deal with. But in that game, do you recall when Jalen Ramsey pretty much, you know, almost took him out from behind? It took like 3 steps. It was like 2 steps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like that should have been a penalty in my opinion, right? You know, I think it's football. However, in today's rules, that's hitting a defenseless receiver. You know, his back was turned completely. He didn't see the hit coming, and Jalen Ramsey wipes him out. You know, he could have broke his neck. So, yeah.
But there's so many of those calls that are just completely subjective. Like, depending on the day, some ref might call it, some ref might not call it. Like, I'm sure there's some controversy on the end of the Eagles-Detroit game.
Yes.
Talk
AJ
about
Brown.
it, I don't know.
AJ Brown with the pass interference, offensive pass interference that didn't get called because it got called defensive pass interference,
Which sealed the game
But-
because it gave them the first down.
But AJ Brown pushed off.
Yeah.
Like they were
Okay.
hand checking each other.
Yeah.
But you kind
The
of can
call went
see.
the wrong way.
But it was a horrible ball thrown to him by Jalen Hurts.
Was it catchable?
Kinda. But kinda because of a push off.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Hey,
I feel like we'll get into that later, too.
Yeah. Sorry. Let's
But-
stay on track. Sorry,
Okay.
you know, we just.
Hey, we don't
Sorry.
have a track. There's no tracks here.
Okay.
We just get off topic on
My kind of train. Let's
all
go.
the time. And just kind of go where it flows.
Yeah. Amazing. Love it.
But
Yeah, so I'm just going to circle back. So back to moving into changing sports, moving into soccer. I feel like when you moved in and you started playing defense, did you find that it's easier playing from the back because everything is in front of you? You don't have to have your head on a swivel as much, and you always have the option where you're like, when in doubt, just kick it out. You don't have to always have your head on a swivel and be like, no, I have to be the one that scores. It has to go in the net.
I think so for me specifically, just because, you know, I'm real with myself. You know, I don't have the ability to fake guys out, you know, and score 100 goals, right? So I play to my strengths, and I think playing from the back, seeing the field in front of me, and having the ability to distribute the ball well, you know, for the most part. Unfortunately, I think a few games I've kind of missed the mark a little bit, but that's just me being critical of myself. But I find more value in kind of being a playmaker and seeing my team, you know, score the goal in front of me, right? Like I think I fit that puzzle piece really well, and playing from the back is perfect. You know, I get to see the ball a lot. Right?
Yeah.
And,
Well,
you know, I don't get challenged.
that could be a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, you know, in the sense that you know, I have the opportunity to make a play in front of me. It's really good.
well, it does give you a lot more chance to get touches on the ball. Because I know sometimes when the play isn't going our way, you go on and you're literally just chasing the ball around for the first 30 seconds, 40 seconds of your shift, and you're just like, I'm gassed.
Yeah.
And I haven't even touched the ball yet.
Yeah. And some teams, their movement is like that. You know, they're always playing 5 up, 5 back, and you know what I find sometimes is what kind of gets us in a pickle is when they're midfield and their forwards kind of work in rotation and circle around. That kind of gets us in a pickle if we don't communicate, right?
Yeah.
And that gets us really tired because.
Yeah, because you find that you're chasing the ball around, and when you're chasing it around, like I said, I was saying last week, when you're being behind is way more exhausting than the offense is way easier than defense.
Yeah, it is.
Like defense is exhausting because you're having to react to everything.
Yeah.
And you're at the mercy of however good they are.
Yeah. I mean, if you're getting into the game of not communicating and you're just simply marking up on a man and following them around all the time,
You're just gonna be chasing all night.
yeah, that's where you get into communication. You got to pass players off, right? Which kind of brings it back
Bump.
to playing football, right?
Yeah.
When you're dropping back into coverage, you know, you have a zone you're playing. If you're playing man, that's different. But if you're playing in a zone, you cover your grass, right? Your turf. And if players go in and out of it, you got to talk to the players around you and pass that player off, right? So, you know, in soccer, you can play a little bit of that zone. But if you get a little lazy, it'll open up a lane for that player. And
I think
there's some
especially
good
like
players in our league. So
now that we're older and we're playing rec, it's like we're playing a lot more zone, but not everyone knows the basic concept of zone.
Yeah.
And I think that's hard, like, to teach people because, like, we're talking about an imaginary circle. And if someone leaves your circle, you have to let someone know to take that someone's entering their circle. But then you have to be aware of, okay, no one's in my circle. Do I move my circle so then someone's in it?
Yeah.
Or, like, it's that split decision that a lot of people are not used to.
Yep. Or like as
True.
a defender, if I decide if I have an opportunity to play up, you know, and make a run, you know, it's up to that midfielder to kind of drop back.
Striker
you know,
comes,
or
depending.
striker.
Somebody has to recognize it
Yeah.
and understand.
Someone has to drop back to fill your position.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So there's no mismatch. Yeah.
So, because, like, it's always, you always want to follow with forward momentum, but it's never a bad thing to have back momentum as well. Like, go
Yeah.
backwards to build back and forward
Yeah.
to catch someone outside.
Yeah.
But, like, no, yeah, you're right.
And you know, it's funny. You say rec, but
It's rec.
Yeah, but I feel like in the winter league,
It's technically rec, yeah.
It's technically rec.
It's
But,
rec.
you know, there's no outdoor teams for these non-rec players to play on, so at least those leagues fill up quickly. I feel like a lot of them spill down into our rec league.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, there's a lot of
100% correct.
teams.
He
There's
just
a lot
wants to
of
tell me,
teams.
no, man, like this is just what it is.
No, this
You're
is
not-
lowest bottom of the barrel. I don't know what you're talking about. No, a lot of people here, like in this league, like have played competitive for years, played college, university level, and are doing this same reason we're doing it, to get out, get some activity,
Yeah.
and can kind of take your mind off of whatever you're going through at the time, and lets you relax, get some social time in.
Some teams like to take out their frustrations on
Well-
us, it seems, but you know.
For me personally, playing soccer gives me, like, a sense of purpose. Like, I have, like, things going on, like, you know, we all have our own lives and blah blah, but, like, on the soccer pitch, you can guarantee whatever you put into the pitch, you're gonna get out. You know what I mean? Like, if you come back on defense, now you just help the defense dramatically because you might have helped your keeper save a goal, and if you didn't come back, he wouldn't have saved it. Or you set up that perfect, you know, pass right in front of the goalie, and then someone from midfield or defense comes in and scores that goal. Your impact has a huge presence in the game, and I think, like, that's like a quick gratification that, you know, it's like an ego boost that we get
sure.
every week.
Yeah.
Depending on how much you want to put towards it.
When the team's flowing and we're winning, it,
Yeah.
it feels great, and it does scratch that competitive itch.
Yeah.
Right. That we all had when we played competitive when we were younger.
We're all
right?
there for one goal, and whether we win or lose, the other team had to work for it.
That's right. I like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good feeling, like just being able to like still do something that you enjoy.
Yes.
Yes.
Like it may not be at the same level it used to years ago, but you're still getting that. It's
Yeah.
like it's scratching that itch.
When you score a goal, and granted, I haven't scored one in a little bit, but when you score that goal, man, it feels amazing.
dopamine
right? You
hit.
just get that rush, right? You feel like you just scored in the stadium, right?
Yes.
You just scored that touchdown, right? So it's true. It does scratch that itch.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I love it. I love it.
Beautiful.
You want to talk football though?
Yeah, let's get into some games.
I'm dressed for the ball. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's dance.
All right. So November 13th.
Wait,
The
before,
Jets. Oh.
before we get into that,
Oh.
I don't know if anyone noticed the shirt that I was wearing last week, but the Joe Burrow shirt.
Yeah.
He's back now. He's practicing again. And Terry here actually has a matching shirt to this one.
Yeah, Slim Shiesty, baby.
A Slim Shiesty shirt.
Yeah.
He picked those up for us
Yeah.
when they first launched, when he dyed his hair, and it was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had so much hope back then.
We
So
still
much
have
hope. It was before the season last year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think,
We're just a bunch of hopeful guys.
yeah, we'll get into it. As long as we got 9,
Yeah.
we got hope. So
Hopefully we can get 9 wins.
maybe next year. November 13th.
November 13th, Jets and the Patriots. 14-27 for the Patriots.
Yeah.
They're
I mean,
legit. It's annoying. Them being back so fast, like what was their downside, like 2 years?
probably three
Yeah.
solid bad
Yeah.
years, I'd
But
say.
Vrabel's is coach of the year.
Yeah.
He's patchworked the defense through free agency and like a few draft picks, and they're really good. Drake May's playing out of his mind,
Yep.
Playing to his strength, 100%.
100%,
100%.
and it's working for them.
That's what the best teams do,
They're not asking a lot from Drake May, and he's playing at an MVP rate, which is crazy.
Yeah,
And like, I would have never seen this coming at all last year.
Yep.
And to see this now, it's just like, what? The Pats are back? Stop.
Yeah.
like I know there was flashes last year of Drake May being really good, but like not this good.
Yeah. I mean, he's still young, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think he still might play for like 20 more years. When I look at that team, I see Vrabel, and I see a guy who, the guys respect because he's been there, he's done that, right? He's
Played
a
for
dog,
team.
and I feel like most of them feel as though like he could still strap him up if he needed to, And Josh McDaniels calling plays, he's had an up and down kind of career.
He can only be an OC.
Yeah, he's an amazing OC, and I think in that building, he has the cred and he has free reign to do what he wants there. I don't think he's railroaded at any point. So, and it's working for him. And like you said, the draft is huge. They have the biggest piece, which is the quarterback. Travion Henderson's unreal.
They're finally using him.
Yeah, exactly. They're
That
getting
makes
him
a
the
huge
touches.
difference.
Yeah. Feel bad for Gerard Mayo a little bit. I understand the NFL stands for not for long if you're not winning, but you want to see that story work out a little better after 1 year.
Typically, the interim head coaches don't tend to last, just because everybody plays really good for an interim coach, because they get that new spark in them.
Yeah.
But it's just seeing how long it lasts. Does it last through the off season? And it didn't seem to last for them.
I will commend the Patriots for being able to move on quickly. I wish some teams did that a little more.
Yeah,
right?
amen.
And, you look at Tennessee, like, how poorly managed is that team?
Yeah.
They're getting rid of all their great players that are showing out and winning championships with other teams. Vrabel clearly wasn't the problem. So
He was there.
You think so?
He was there.
Okay, explain.
I don't think he advocated for himself enough in Tennessee to the point where like he can advocate for himself now
Seems like he has a lot more pull now.
You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
the team is all in because last year you saw what happened to the Patriots. They were all over the place. Frank, I can't even say his name right now. Wow. He came in with like, this is my culture. This is what I want to do. Are you on board? They hired him. Now look at it. Like, this looks like what Bill Belichick was doing with the Patriots when he had Tom Brady. Like, everyone's bought into him. And in Tennessee, they started giving away everyone because the GM was taking over. He wasn't believing in the coach.
Well, even you see Vrabel on the sideline. He literally coaches every position. Like you see him grabbing guys and showing them things on the sideline during the game. It's not just like he's not just standing there stoic, doing nothing.
There was a scene in I think they were on Hard Knocks or something.
Okay.
They were on some sort of show. It was like behind the scenes footage of of the Patriots, and it was during a team meeting. And Vrabel did this little exercise. He called a guy up, and he put a blindfold on him, and he put something in the middle of the floor. I might be butchering this a little bit, but like the point is the same. He put a blindfold on him, and he put something in the middle of the floor. He's just like, okay, go find the bucket. And of course, the guy's just like wandering around the room, right? Everyone's laughing, blah, blah, blah. He's just like, okay, how about this? And he grabs the guy, and he walks him over to it. He's like, pick it up. He's just like, now you see what happens when we help each other and we lead each other, right? So it's just like those little things that I think like really resonate with the team, rather than just showing up, leading a meeting, you know, and moving on to, you know, your individuals.
True.
Right? So the intangibles.
I like that. Oh.
Well, sometimes you doing those little exercises like that can be huge. Like I used to do that.
Something in someone's mind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I used to do one when I was facilitating employment workshops, and we would have a paper airplane contest. It was a team of 3. The first person makes a paper airplane. They're not allowed to talk. The second person can talk, can't touch anything, and yeah, so they just couldn't talk. And then the third person couldn't see what they're doing, and they have to make the exact same thing as the first plane. So you're trying to get this person to do the same thing as this person, and they have absolutely no idea what they're doing.
Interesting.
And it's all communication from one person who can't touch anything, that just has to relay a message. But I was showing people that, like, the importance of communication, and like it goes for everything.
Yeah.
Like it's
100%.
the same kind of idea.
Yep, 100%.
Oh, communication.
Yeah.
There's a game I want to talk about that, but that's gonna lead to later. Ooh, ooh. But anything else you want to add for the Jets and Patriots game?
Fields is looking like he's done. I think they're pretty sure I saw they're benching him for Tyrod Taylor.
Honestly, they should keep him. You're playing for draft picks anyways.
Yeah.
What's the point? You're not playing for anything. Everyone's going to get injured at this rate. Like, I get you always want to put a good product on, but what's the point? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Knowing the way the Jets are, they'll be like, we're benching Fields for Tyrod Taylor. 3 plays in, he's going to get injured, and Fields will be back on the field.
Yeah.
So
I feel like a lot of these owners, they're like, how much are we paying him? Yeah, I don't care what the record is. Get him in.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I feel like that's the right mindset to an extent. You're like, you get what you pay for.
yeah.
Like, if I'm paying you $1 million and him $25 million, guess who's playing?
$1 million man.
It's
Yeah.
true, unless your quarterback has a sexual assault and you can't play.
Well, yeah.
Is this breaking news?
No. Just laughing at Deshaun Watson.
Oh, Deshaun.
He's got to be ready to come back
You will not
sometime,
be
right?
named. Aren't the Browns paying him like $40 million this year? And next
Something
year
like
or
that. Something like
Whatever.
that.
The Browns will brown.
All right.
Hey, at least we got him in our division.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so the Madrid game, 9:30 in the morning. I don't know if y'all woke up for that.
I watched it.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched portions of it. It was kind of what you'd expect.
Commanders versus Dolphins. 13-16 for the Dolphins.
Yeah, I didn't expect a lot out of either offense. The Dolphins can go off when they go off, but it doesn't happen too often.
Yeah. I'm liking the connection between Tua and Waddle. You know, Waddle being treated as a number 1, I think it's showing some promise. But, I mean, they're just an inconsistent team generally, you know.
And who knows what's going to happen next year,
Yeah.
right? Because the
Yeah,
GM got fired. We know this is Mike McDaniel's probably last year coaching. And then everyone's kind of like fighting for the spot. So,
Yeah, the defense looked a little bit better, but again, they're playing the Commanders, so it's a hard sample size to extrapolate from, but you know,
Especially the Commanders without Daniels.
yeah,
that sucks.
I kind of foresaw it happening though. You know, he's not built to be running as much as he does, and he was just taking too much punishment too early.
Yeah.
And it's also his sophomore like slum, right? Every rookie usually goes
He's
through this.
spent more games out from injury than he has played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's me saying that. Like, obviously, Joe had one injury and he's out for a significant amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, he's just off and on injured.
Yeah.
So he just gets a lot of, I don't know, like dislocated his non-throwing elbow. Was it his knee or his
Quad.
ankle, quad?
This is quad. Yeah, I feel bad for him. Hopefully he changes the style of play.
Yeah.
To at least be a little bit safer.
You hope.
Yeah, you hope.
Yeah, well, best ability is availability.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's true.
All right. Packers versus the Giants. 27 for the Packers, 20 for the Giants. I was really hoping the Giants were going to pull this off.
Same.
Like, I love Jameis Winston. Like, eat those dubs. I wanted that against the Cheeseheads.
Yeah.
Man.
Apparently, he has a speech he gives all his teams about eating alphabet soup and looking for W's.
Yeah.
He's the best.
I can't wait for his like commentating career after football.
Oh,
or at least
man.
his podcast.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
like,
fantastic.
Like how
If you
Cam
see-
Newton has his now, I think Jameis Winston would be like top tier. Like Stephen A. Smith, watch out because Winston might take your job.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel like he's too polite though.
Yeah.
He's such a nice guy
Yeah,
with
super
such a
religious dude.
good attitude.
Well, he has to now. His
Even
his college years were a little
Well, yeah.
sus.
Yeah. First overall pick though, was he not?
I don't think so.
I'll have to fact check that. I don't know.
We're gonna have to touch
Tampa?
that
It was a while ago.
I don't think he
Anyways,
was.
listen, this is your show. We can just make up facts.
It's true. He was first round.
Okay, well, anyways, a lot of expectations for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know?
there was.
So
You might be right.
I think I'm right, but I think that about everything I say. So
Confidence is key.
yeah.
I love it. But yeah, no, like Brian Dable fired. The energy back in the room because Jackson Dart obviously wasn't playing. Scottaboo wasn't playing.
Right.
So they needed that spark, and we knew Russell Wilson wasn't going to give it to them.
No.
No, I think Russell Wilson's
No, and, like,
done.
But Jameis Winston is the kind of guy that people want to play well for. He may not be the best quarterback in the room, but people want to do things for him because he has the right attitude.
Correct.
Like, he's the guy that like gives a speech and everyone thinks he's a goofy idiot, but they'll also be like, nah, I want to run through a wall for that guy.
Yeah, because he cares.
Yeah.
And he's got a cannon for an arm, too. So.
And he's very surgical.
Yeah.
He said that in his presser when he was going to start. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
surgical precision out there.
Not always operating on the right person, I guess. But he's throwing scalpels around.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want
Some of them land in the wall,
Some
some of them land in the...
But half of the surgeries, they're going to land.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And I look at Green Bay, and it's like, when the season started, they looked like they were going to win the Super Bowl, you know? But outside of the first few weeks, I mean, it's sort of been like they've been playing to their competition a little bit, kind of inconsistent, maybe a little bit overrated, dare I say?
Yeah.
Dare I say?
100%.
They're not playing... They're playing the same as they did before.
Yeah.
They're
Like,
letting
they got all
Jordan
this...
Love be Jordan Love. I thought he was going to step up for the team. He's not putting the team in the best situation. He's still too streaky out there. He's not really showing that he's a good leader. And it's starting to show because the defense is trying to hold up for the offense, and the offense isn't doing it.
Yeah. Like, this is their window, right? Like,
Well, I mean, what was it? Even last week, they held the Eagles to 13, and they lost. Like,
so defense doing their job. Like, you have Micah Parsons back there,
Yeah.
you know, and they treat him like a closing pitcher. You
Yeah.
know? They bring him out there when they need him, and he's delivering. He's playing great. So,
yeah, they're just, I don't know, their offense doesn't seem to have they have lots of weapons, but they don't have a direction.
Just because you got tools doesn't mean you know how to use them.
Yeah.
it's like that identity's missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I thought it was the running game with Jacobs. because he would just go run people over, right? But it's just blending in a weird way. So
Similar to what's going on with the Eagles. We have all the tools, but we're not using them.
Yeah.
we'll talk about that.
Yeah. All right.
And your jersey, come on, man. You have so many nice, crispy jerseys. Is this your lucky jersey? What's the story behind the Vic jersey?
The Vic jersey?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like one of my
I was
favorite
gonna
wide
say
receivers.
something, but I won't.
Okay.
I like Dons.
I was gonna say, don't say your dog's acting up at home.
I like Dons. No. One of my favorite wide receivers is Deshaun Jackson.
Fair. Yeah.
And McNabb didn't really like Deshaun. And Michael Vick was the one quarterback who definitely like showcased how good of a receiver he really was.
Bombed it to him
Like
all the time.
I viewed Deshaun Jackson as I viewed Devontae Smith.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They are the exact same person in a sense. Just Deshaun Jackson was more of a dog.
Yeah,
Was that when they
I
had
think so.
T.O. too?
No pun intended.
No.
No?
Theo was gone by the time Vic was there.
Okay.
But like, and yes, I like that. That's good. But yeah, so I will always keep a Vic jersey on me because it took this quarterback to really showcase who
Respect.
Deshaun Jackson really was.
I like that. Yeah. True fandom. Excellent.
Yeah. All right, Texans versus the Titans. Texans won 16-13.
Yeah, that was a game that happened.
Yeah, it's whatever. Like, Indy's kind of running away with that division. This game was of no consequence. I feel like. Whatever.
I feel bad for fans that are fans of either the Titans or the Texans.
The Texans actually have a really good defense.
Yeah.
Their offense is just not good.
Yeah, someone's gonna get fired at the end of the season.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I mean,
Hey.
I feel like Stroud has like one more year to prove it. Maybe.
That could be a good landing spot for Dable.
I have other ideas for that.
There's like there was a picture posted of him wearing a Penn State sweater.
Yep.
Oh, that'd be
there's,
The next day he got fired. Yeah, after he got fired.
Yeah, so I guess his kids go there. That's why he was wearing the sweater. But you know, it
Okay.
just happened to go viral at the right time. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, maybe he goes to Penn State, less stress, more money, maybe. Who
It
knows?
is more money down there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably more job security too.
It's true. Panthers versus the Falcons. Panthers won 30-27.
And
I think the Panthers are probably one of the more surprising teams to me in the NFL of recent. I simply look at their quarterback play, Bryce Young. You know, he sort of started out, and it kind of looked like he'd be a bust, right? But as he's progressing in his career here, it seems like he's making the right decisions at the right time. He's putting the ball in the right spot. And it looks like they have a really strong running game, which is supporting his play. And they're doing enough to win some crucial games.
It's funny that they always do this. Like last year, the back end of the season is when they started playing well again.
yeah.
First
Once people start overlooking them.
It's like like Bengals, like how we always talked about how the Bengals can never win a game in September.
Yeah.
Well,
But unbeatable in December.
But the Panthers, you know, it's September, October, November they start picking up,
Yeah.
and near the end of the season, you know, it's too
Yeah.
late. But
Is that coaching? Is that culture? Is that talent? I mean, how do you quantify that?
it's weird.
Yeah.
Well, you saw Bryce Young set the franchise record for yards
Yes,
after he went into I forget what the injury was, but he had to go into the blue tent. I don't know what they gave him in there, but he came out and threw for 450 yards and 3 touchdowns.
That's Space Jam water, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, all up. It's good for him. You know, like he got benched for Andy Dalton for some time there, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like for a lot of the young players, that can do a lot to your confidence. So I feel like you got to give credit where credit's due. You know, he's making the most of his opportunities.
Michael Penix out for the season, I believe.
No, it's just IR,
But effectively, you know,
which
kinda-
is going to be back like week 17, 16, 17.
so Cousins starting again in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
he's
that's the
showing
guy
his
they're
age.
paying.
Yeah, a lot of money.
Such a bad decision. But
Yeah, that's what they pay him, draft Penix, and look who's playing now. You know, it's
Yeah.
do you think Panthers are going to make the playoffs though?
what's the record right now?
It's pretty good.
Is it?
I want to say it's like,
Better than the Chiefs, I think.
I want to say they're like 6-5 or 7-4 or something.
And they're
All
in they're in a division with Atlanta, New Orleans,
Rob,
Tampa.
can you do a fact check
yeah.
for us?
Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Panthers. Panthers, what's their record?
I'm doing it right now.
This is our,
The Denver Panthers, right?
we got our man behind the scenes doing some fact checking.
Yeah. So
Big ol' 6-5.
6-5.
Better than the Chiefs.
Better than the Chiefs.
And
Thank
I
you.
mean, no one they're not gonna move past Tampa Bay in that division.
No.
But depending on how their conference goes, it might be enough to get a wild card spot, especially if they keep winning in their division.
Yeah.
So technical difficulties.
Yeah, I feel like Atlanta is just a weird team. They're so up and down, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating to watch.
Okay. Bears versus Vikings. 19-17 for the Bears.
They should have kept Sam Darnold.
Man, this is embarrassing. Like,
You see his new nickname? He's like,
No.
yeah, when I go out on the field, I'm 9.
what?
Who said that?
JJ McCarthy. Ever since he said that, he's like, he has a passer rating of like 50 and like it has been trash.
Is he speaking German? Because 9 means no.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. He's not playing very well.
No, he's not.
It's effectively his rookie year, right?
It
He
is.
was injured his entire first year. I don't know if it's the right offense for him. You know, I feel like when he was in Michigan, amazing running game, and he was kind of like a running gun quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, they rolled him out a lot. There were some design runs. I think they're asking him to stand in the pocket a lot, simply because you have weapons like Addison and Jefferson you want to distribute the ball to.
Right.
I just don't know if it's the right system for him.
Well, we've talked about that before. Making sure you get the right quarterback for your system. Because, like, there's some quarterbacks like Burrow, Goff, like pocket passers, or even Kirk Cousins. Like, they're definitely pocket passers. And then you have all the running mobile quarterbacks, and then you have a bunch of guys that you're just like, you're kind of somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
But some offenses are built for that, and some are built for a pocket passer, and some you need to be mobile. But if you can't have that pinpoint accuracy, a pocket passer isn't what you need.
Yeah, I think when Minnesota was the most efficient, it was in Kirk Cousins' good years, and he was strictly a pocket passer. He distributed the ball well. They were winning by a wide margin. He was in MVP conversations. I know we all remember Kirk O'Chains.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Right? That was a beautiful time to be alive.
that was
Yes.
They were playing really good football. They came back from like 33 to nothing or something at half.
good. Oh
And
yeah,
that
that was against the Colts.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was.
So,
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
really good offense, and just couldn't put it together in the playoffs. But and Bears are on a roll. You can't deny their record.
yeah. I think they're finally getting a little bit of it together.
I think he's finally listening.
Yeah,
I think,
Caleb.
yeah.
Yep.
I think his ego's getting like diminished, and I think he's finally like understanding that the coach is trying to put him in the best situation to win. It's kind of showing.
it's hard having that big of an ego when you're not winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the whole. I still remember back in the day, Cam Newton, right? Like the outfits are cool until you're losing.
yeah.
Right? Then you look silly.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, 100%.
amazing career though. That
Oh,
guy
for sure.
was insane. He didn't win me fantasy leagues, but he won me a lot of games in fantasy. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Chargers versus the Jags. 6-35 for the Jags. Jags dropped 35 points.
Upset of the week, I think.
Yeah.
What do we say?
And that's not even an upset. That's like a spanking.
Yeah. Chargers couldn't get anything going.
No, their offensive line is like without Joe Alt is not protecting him at all.
Falls apart.
They can't win a game without Joel. It's
Yeah.
weird.
And I feel like we could rush for 100 yards against their defense
Yeah.
at this point,
Yeah.
you know? Same thing. Like, I feel like they got a lot of good pieces, and I feel like in everyone's mind, at all times, the Chargers feel like a threat, but, never won a playoff game. You know, Harbaugh, his hard-nosed attitude isn't translating onto the field.
I think next year is going to be a totally different year for them if they can stay healthy, because I think they've got some weapons. I think they just need a running back with two eyes.
You don't like Omarion Hampton?
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, he's
out.
on IR. He's hurt.
Yeah.
I think the other thing though is like they need to fire the rehab staff.
Oh
because
my
the
God.
injuries.
Yeah.
Like Joel comes back for like 2 games. They win those 2 games. He gets injured. Boom.
They're just freak accidents of like him getting rolled up on. And,
Yeah. Massive dudes, small joints. You know, it's gonna happen.
Well, I mean, we all got the same joints.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be injured one play, so.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Buccaneers versus the Bills.
That was a
42 to
game.
44.
That
Actually might be the game of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for
Was it 8 lead changes, something like that?
Yeah.
It was insane.
super fun to watch. Like it was like one of those heavyweight bouts. You know? They're going punch for punch, and how I kind of viewed that game, it's like the prototypical Josh Allen performance.
Oh,
right?
that was like
exactly what he does.
Yeah.
He throws for 3, runs for 3, 50-50, but then turns the ball over twice.
Yeah.
You know,
Just need one more.
Yeah.
There's
Pick
only
your poison, right?
There's only been 3 times that a quarterback has run for 3 touchdowns and thrown for 3 touchdowns.
Was it that guy?
He did
Michael
2 of them, and the other one was like,
Autogram.
yeah, like 50 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But Josh Allen's done it twice.
Jeez. I mean, he's a freak.
Yeah.
And just so durable, you know?
Yeah.
To be able to run like he does this far into his career and not seem to show any wear and tear,
Like
that's impressive.
That's a man who won people fantasy weeks.
Yeah, that guy would have been a Viking. Charging into battle with an axe back
Hey,
in the day.
don't give Minnesota ideas.
Hey, man.
Like I was actually starting to get worried about him because I just remember seeing the interviews of him talking about his wife
Okay.
and going, oh yeah, she's taught me that I'm more than just a football player. And we're like, oh no, we just need you to be a football player.
Great, he's going to go vegan.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man.
You're like, no, we need you to lock in.
He's going to start wearing scarves. Yeah.
Feather hats. and-
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. Bengals versus the Steelers.
Who dey?
12-34.
Yeah.
I'll let y'all
I'm
talk.
impressed with this jersey situation, by the way. Can I mention that TJ Watt jersey in front of me? Is this a prank?
It'd be a really funny prank though.
Yeah. Yeah, no. So like, where do we start, right?
Like they're not even playing right now.
Yeah. I don't know. Scott, I'll let you go. What do you think?
Well, the defense just cannot tackle anything. Like the Washington, their 300-pound tight end that should probably be a lineman was just treating people like children.
Boing, boing,
But he decided
boing.
to go at his legs.
Yeah.
Geno Stone looks absolutely pathetic out there.
Yeah.
I'll say that now. You
They
know,
go up
his-
and just try and hold them, and you're like, okay, but they're still moving.
Yeah.
And then you just fall. Like, it's like
the
children.
angles he's taking are terrible.
There's no speed. They're not hitting hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I think going into that game, I think we've missed like 120 some tackles this season, and I mean
Yeah.
you're just not going to win games that way.
You
right?
can't.
No.
Like-
you know, and again, props to the Steelers. Like they did what they had to do. They treated it like a get right game, and that's exactly what they did to us. You know, I think the turnovers ultimately killed us. You know, our defense had some stops, but it wasn't enough. You know. There was
No.
a pick six at the end of the game, a fumble return for a touchdown.
Yeah, so they had 2 defensive scores.
Yeah, so 2 defensive scores, and then, I mean, literally, yeah, the people playing on defense, I don't know if they'd start for a college team right now.
Seriously, they probably wouldn't.
And I'm just being emotional about it, but again, like you were saying before, it's so bad now that it needs to be addressed, right? It's a wound that's bleeding profusely, and it needs to be stitched up. I don't think there's any excuses that can be made anymore.
Well, at this point, you almost got to cut the leg off.
Yeah, there you go. It's gangrenous. It's got to go.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question for you guys. How long has Zach Taylor been the coach for the Bengals?
Too long.
I think it'll be 6 or 7 years now.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's had Joe Burrow for how many years now?
5.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow took you guys to the Super Bowl.
And a decent defense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since then, what has Zach Taylor done for y'all?
Given pretty shitty excuses in press conferences. He's excellent at coach speak. I think as a player coach, he's good, but I don't think he holds anyone accountable. I think his record without Joe Burrow is pitiful, and I think any other franchise would have fired him a long time ago. I like Zach as a person. He might be a good OC somewhere or a good quarterbacks coach.
He's lost the locker room.
Yeah, I don't think he's a good head coach at this point anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just shocked he's still the coach.
Same.
I would have got rid of him last year.
Yeah. Me personally, what I would have liked to do is Lou Anarumo, not the problem, right? We've established that. He's done Indianapolis and he's doing great. Okay? I would have fired, if I had the keys, I would have fired Zach Taylor and I would have made Lou Anarumo the coach. I would have had a hard-nosed, defensive-minded coach on a super potent offensive team. That's what I would have done. I would have done the yin to the yang.
Yeah, because that's what the problem is. The defense or the offense can figure itself out. Like the guys that are on there, you need a good O-line coach and honestly a mediocre coordinator.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it'll be fine. But the defense is just whole.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry. Your team almost got to the playoff last year, and the defense sucked. So you guys fired your defensive coordinator last year.
Yeah, on the back of Joe Burrow having an MVP caliber season statistically. His numbers were amazing, and I think better than any other quarterback in the league.
Okay. You're 100% correct with that.
Which is crazy when the defense can't get off the field to save their lives.
Yeah.
But as a head coach, and you're seeing this happen, and you let your defensive coordinator stay on for the whole year, and you don't mix it up during the whole entire year, you just go through the punches.
Yeah.
That shows weakness in a head coach.
Yeah.
Well, that, and I feel like a lot of it has to do with the scouting. Our drafts have not been good the last couple years.
We have, I think, 3 people in our scouting department. That's pitiful.
Yeah.
Most teams have an entire department dedicated to scouting. I was listening to a Bengals podcast, and there were, these during the college season, the scouts will go to these games and watch them, right? There was a huge matchup in Ohio, and there was representation from across the league. The Bengals didn't even go, and they're in the state of Ohio. It's crazy.
Wow.
But, like you were saying, holding on to something too long, I feel like that's sort of the Bengals way. I feel like even with players, we signed you for 3 years, you're playing for 3 years.
Yeah.
I don't care how bad it is, you're out there, So
I feel like that's the whole Bengals fan mindset too. We're just holding on to it.
holding on too long, But it's a beautiful franchise, man. It's a small market team, so it has that. It has that feeling to it. It's family run, They do a lot of good things outside of football for the community. It's a good team to be a fan of, And again, we have a lot of hope. Joe Burrow, he's amazing.
He does give a lot of hope.
Definitely.
And that's what you need as a fan.
Do.
Yeah. And what's funny? I feel like if Joe got drafted to Dallas, they'd have 2 Super Bowls by now.
No, because Jerry Jones is still the owner.
I don't know, man. When Joe Burrow got drafted, obviously, he went first overall, but
The Bengals were abysmal at that point.
and Dallas had a decent defense. I
Yeah.
feel like he might have won the first year, and their O-line was stellar at that
Yeah.
time as well. So
I don't want to. No, I can't think
you
about.
can't. I know.
I'm sorry.
It's the enemy.
Yep.
I get it.
But
I get it.
all right, 49ers versus the Cardinals, 41-22 for the 49ers, and
Hey.
Brock Purdy is back.
Was
No
that
more
his
Mac
first game?
Jones.
That was his first game back.
First game back?
That was first game back.
He's playing really well.
Yeah. Good for him.
Kittle got a
Wow.
couple touchdowns. McCaffrey's moving. I think they need to rest McCaffrey now. Not like rest, but
Yeah.
like not use him as many touches a game because they don't need to.
Yeah, Brian Robinson is good.
But they can
get him
they
out
can save him because they're probably going to make the playoffs
Yep.
because they have a solid record right now.
Yeah.
But
That's tough.
it comes with they need him healthy for the playoffs.
Yeah.
So if you run him ragged,
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think the 49ers are going to make the playoffs.
you don't think so? You don't think so? Oh, I guess their division's super tough.
Seahawks, Rams,
Yeah.
That's tough.
Arizona, who are playing now better with
Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett. Yeah, that's going to be like a one you want to watch because you never know which way it's going to go.
Yeah,
It's
that's a
going to
good
come down to the
division.
wire. We know the Rams are taking it, but
Yeah. I mean, you look at that San Francisco offense, it can be super potent. I think having Kittle back is huge. I think
Yeah.
he opens up a lot for the running game.
Well, they just got hammered with injuries too.
Yeah, well, that's it. And they've been super unhealthy for a while, right? But Kittle opens up the running game. He's an intermediate and a deep threat. But like you mentioned, Jacoby Brissett, man, like what a Grizzly vet to go out there.
Set the NFL record for like what?
47 completions.
47 completions. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And
That's like
lost.
2 games for most people.
Yeah, and lost. So
Yeah.
Well, 17 penalties, right? For 130 yards.
that's right.
Yeah, that'll do
As
it.
opposed to San Fran's, I think they had like 3 penalties.
Yeah.
So again, it's just one of those things like that might as well be 4 turnovers.
Well, it's
right?
discipline.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we're talking about turnovers. We might as well go to the next game.
Let's do it.
Seahawks versus the Rams. 19-21 for the Rams. But I'm going to say this. You know, we're talking about turnovers. Sam Darnold, 14 interceptions, 0 touchdowns. The score was only 19-21. Wow. Like, what?
4?
4 picks.
Yeah, I know you said 14. I thought I heard 14.
No.
I was like, on the year?
He'd be begging
My
groceries.
fault.
Yeah.
You fact checked me.
Yeah, like, well, that's a pretty easy one to fact
Yeah.
check.
Yeah.
Well, the Seahawks defense is obviously for real. You know,
Talk about a team that, talk about a defense holding an offense together.
Yeah.
and
Makes
then
it
afterwards, not pointing fingers, I think is the big thing, right? Like we said before, I don't think Darnold should be, judged off of this performance. Everyone can have a bad day at the office.
I'm glad it happened this early, though.
yeah, it's
because-
better. It's better now than come January.
Yeah, because last year when he was on the Vikings, it happened at the end of the year, and it's back to back. Now they can work with him before.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's also leading the league in turnovers since in the last 2 years. He's got
Interesting.
30 versus I think it's Geno that's got the second most with 27 or
That's kind
something.
of funny.
Which makes it crazy to think about that
Seahawks.
Jameis Winston threw 30 interceptions in a year
And 30 touchdowns.
and 30 touchdowns.
Yeah, Mr. 30 for 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So
Just puts that into perspective because this is over a 2-year span.
Yeah. Yeah. With the Seahawks, whenever I think of the Seahawks, I really love Kenneth Walker. I like his game, He's an absolute beast, and when he gets going, it's fun to watch.
it's true.
And he needs to stay healthy, but I think when he gets going, and he might have one of the best backups in the league, I think Zach Charbonnet is amazing
Yep.
as well. When those guys get going, I think it serves them well. So
When JSN's playing like crazy, he had another 100 yards.
yeah,
I don't know if I feel like he's probably still on pace for 2,000.
He might be.
yeah. I mean,
One of the only running backs, too. There's not many running backs right now on pace. So.
Oh no, JSN. Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. He was an under the radar guy a couple years ago,
I know.
and here he is. Boom.
But you had to get rid of Metcalf to open up everything for
Yeah,
him.
and Lockett too.
Yeah.
He was older, but he was still a deep threat, right? He took a percentage of balls. So yeah,
Totally
I
different.
think Lockett's on Vegas now. I want to say.
Yes, he is.
I feel like he is, yeah.
no, okay.
Because they had the
Because
Geno Pete Carroll connection.
Lockett originally went to Tennessee,
Yeah.
and then they dropped them, and then he went
Yeah.
to the Raiders after. Okay. I think we all can like this next game. And I never really want to like gloat at someone's downfall.
But we do.
It's kind of what we do.
But like, you know, Chiefs
just makes-
versus Broncos,
just makes us smile.
1922
Makes
for the
us smile.
Broncos.
I really like
Yeah.
that they lost on a field goal, and last year they won on the blocked field goal, and they were all super excited about it, and everyone was like, "Hey, you beat the struggling Broncos."
Yeah.
But now you can look at the Broncos and be like, "Ah, you just beat the struggling Chiefs."
I love the shift in paradigm, and I did feel heading into the season that I think the Chiefs are kind of on the, you know,
On the downswing.
I think so.
I didn't think it would be this bad though.
You know, they're still 5-5. There's hope, I guess, right?
Ooh,
But
they're
not a
ninth
lot.
now.
Not a lot. My favorite moments were towards the end of the game when it was starting to get out of hand, and after every play, Mahomes is looking at the refs going like this, and he's not getting the calls. Super
Yeah.
cathartic to see, you know? So
The one thing, and I'll just do a shout out for my buddy Martin, who's a huge Denver fan. And I told him this a few weeks ago a few weeks after Denver beat the Eagles. But
He's a little salty.
Martin, let's ride.
But I'll say this: Denver is the best team in the AFC right now.
They've got some quality wins.
But here's my biggest problem: they play to the competition that they're playing, and I hate
Yeah.
that. I hate watching a team play to the level of the competition. They don't play their game; they just play whatever. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
you see a team that they should crush, and they'll beat them by a little. You see a
Yeah.
team that you don't think they can beat, but then they beat them by a little.
and it's like they're doing it. Like watching this game,
Doing it the hard way.
It was like their defense was playing lights out last night,
Mm-hmm.
and then Bo Nix was just doing what he needed to do. Like they don't go above and
Until
beyond.
the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And then he decided to turn it on.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, like, you know,
Yeah, he's got like
it's-
five game-winning drives, something like that now.
Yeah, in his young career. You know, I think when you sit back and you analyze these games, I think it's easy to nitpick
Yeah.
on how they're playing. But if you were to ask them, they'd say, well, we're winning, right?
That's all
what
that matters.
That's all that matters
That's-
at the end of the day, right? How they get there, they don't care if they win by 1 point every single game, right?
It's just
So-
hard. Like
But it
I
could
was-
go either way.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right?
it's hard to bet on them because you're like, you guys play the competition, but then there's a chance that you're going to play to the competition and let the competition beat you.
Those are the ones you really got to look at the spread.
It's all about the spread.
It's true.
Sometimes you're like, they're going to win, but like, if you got 5 points, they're probably not going to win that for you.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just looking for the cover.
All right.
I also noticed that the defenders weren't letting up when Mahomes was trying to run out the sideline because they know he's going to try and
Yeah.
drop his shoulder and get an extra yard.
Good. Hit him.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
Is Kelsey going to retire after this season?
He has to.
He's going to ride off his
I'm going to be honest.
into the sunset.
It's not looking pretty.
He's
He had a good
playing.
game.
Yeah, he played really well.
Yeah, he had a good game, but I think overall he's the
Is-
same thing. Just like the Chiefs, they're
I think he should like.
He can't carry the team anymore. That's the problem.
yeah.
He can't be a feature tight end anymore. Is what I'm going to say. If he can still play, but be the second tight end, and it might help him.
Yeah.
Like the second, like not have all the
He
responsibility.
can come in for big play downs,
But
and when they need him, just not an every down.
Yeah, I think he was absolutely sure he was going to get back to the Super Bowl this year and probably retire.
reality
there.
check.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, he's married. He's going to marry a billionaire. You know, life's good. He's got his podcast going.
I just want to know where his priorities are.
yeah.
Like, if he's still down to play, yeah, for sure. You know, keep playing. But like, you know, you're going to be marrying a superstar.
Yeah, but I think
They're-
he's going to end up wanting to keep playing because he knows as soon as he retires, he's done.
But he has his podcast. He has like look at his brother now and all the ventures that he's going through.
Yeah.
It's going to translate.
Shooting commercials, winning Super Bowls.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough. but everyone
He'll
has
just
to
become
retire
known
at
as,
some point.
oh, it's Taylor Swift's husband.
Yeah. I wonder if
Unfortunately.
that crosses his mind.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. But hey, I feel like teams don't really worry about him anymore like they used to.
No.
So.
All right. Ravens versus the Browns. 23 for the Ravens, 16 for the Browns.
Who do we
But it's
shit on?
time.
Oh, God.
It's time.
It's a broken clock.
Oh
Time for them
my
to justify
God.
using their
Okay.
other pick on anyone else.
Okay. I'm going to say this. A lot of people are going to get fired. Like,
Probably.
We see like everything's going on. I'm sorry. You let your backup quarterback come into the game and he's never taken a snap with that O-line.
Yeah, 0 first-team reps.
Like 0 first team reps. Like during the game was the first time that O-line ever heard his cadence. Right?
That's sad.
Like,
But I mean, it's the Browns. Like, I am not surprised at all.
Yeah,
understandable,
exactly.
But like you're a coach and you're supposed to be putting players in the best situation for the team to win.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Kevin Stefanski right now and be like, you want people to fail? Why? You used to be like you won Coach of the Year.
I think it's because he didn't want him at all. And then eventually they forced...
Understand? I get that, but like, I'm sorry. You're still a coach, and people have to respect you. If you're gonna do this, like the moment Shooter came in, it popped. Like when the Giants put Jackson Dart in, and how the fans were like, "Yay!" Yeah, like everything's going well. Like there's energy. It was the first time I've seen energy from the Browns, but then the teammates didn't care.
Yeah.
Like the online, first time you hear the cadence, he almost made it a game. Almost. But
Well,
you,
yeah.
but you can tell
The
he's
Browns'
not-
defense does keep them in it quite a bit.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, I think the Browns, they're starving to have a guy, I think they're starving to have a quarterback that they can get behind. And, those poor fans, they every year they try. They have to buy a new jersey, and it ends up in failure. I picked the Browns to beat the Ravens. I thought it was going to be the upset of the week, and it was actually looking pretty good. Their defense scored a touchdown. I think it was a pick six or fumble recovery, I forget. But
it almost happened. You're
I
right.
felt like if it was going to roll that way, it was gonna go the Browns' way. It would have been a big upset. But hey, the Browns.
They kept a lid on Lamar really well.
Yeah.
Like Myles Garrett, 4 sacks. They had 2 interceptions on him.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry ran for over 100 yards, but one of them was like 60 yards. Other than that, he was averaging like 2.5 yards a carry.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett, 4 sacks in that game.
Yeah.
Like,
He's got to be, I don't know how many sacks he's on this year. He's got to be close to 20 now.
he should be.
Yeah. He's unreal. He's just in a terrible place.
Yeah.
They're not going to win there, unfortunately. So
I don't know, but like, Dylan Gabriel's in concussion protocol right now. So Kevin Stefanski has to work with Shadur now. And I'm like, it's kind of sad. Like, yes, the coach doesn't want you there, and it's clear as day.
But it's obvious that he doesn't want him there either.
yeah. So if I was Shadur, you just put your best foot forward and try to put some good stuff on tape.
But like, if we see it, media sees it, the owner sees it. Why isn't the owner saying anything or doing anything about this? It's like, I understand
the Browns, man.
You've made your mistakes with
Browns
Sean
gonna Brown.
Watson. I get it.
Expensive one, yeah.
But like, if your coach is being that disrespectful for who you picked,
Yeah, I don't think he's going to last very long.
how is he still there though?
Hey, he could be an excellent defensive coordinator for the Bengals.
We'll take anyone, man. No, I mean, I have my thoughts for for what we should do to fix the Bengals. But anyways, maybe that's a conversation for another time.
I'm just looking forward to
how many
like,
hours
when this
do we
becomes
have?
a real thing.
Say again, sorry?
I'm just waiting for this because it's coming.
Oh.
Next year though. Next year.
You know what, man? Like, going into the drafts, I kind of had an unpopular opinion. I thought that Shedeur and Travis Hunter, I didn't think they would translate well into the NFL. You know, I was not surprised that he wasn't picked second overall, personally. He played at Colorado. You know, like, sure, he did well and maybe set some records for that division in college.
But it's Colorado. They
Yeah.
haven't.
It's a huge jump into the NFL. And I thought Travis Hunter was a great athlete, but I don't think his body is built for the NFL.
Wasn't built
And
for a
playing
two-way.
Yeah.
No.
And I mean, look, he's hurt and he's out for the season.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know.
They definitely used them for the two-way just to get like clickbaits and like get that like, oh, we got the best player playing both ways, blah blah blah. We knew it wasn't going to translate into the NFL because you have to pick one.
Hey, the Jags just did really well without him.
Yeah, I know,
It's
right?
true.
And just I always view things as like a sample size, right? The NFL's been around for a long time, and it's not very common that people play the Iron Man position anymore. And there's amazing athletes out there. Someone would have done it by now. There would be a blueprint, and
Yep.
there isn't. So,
All right, so the late game, Lions versus the Eagles.
Man, that game was so hard to watch at the beginning.
yeah.
It was just absolutely nothing is happening, and you're just like, oh boy, this again.
It was a defensive battle.
Yes.
But like not even it wasn't like a fun one to watch. I'll be honest.
That's fine.
It was a little boring, but what I will take from that game and what I kind of saw that really stuck out to me, I think Cooper DeJean is amazing.
He
Lights
is.
out.
Yeah, he's a
Lights
lights out
out.
player. I think as an overall player, he's fantastic. There was one play, and he did this. There's a clip that he shadowed Jamar Chase going back and forth across the line, and Jamar went out for a screen. And Cooper DeJean closed that distance so quickly and made the tackle at the line. There was a play in the Lions game where Gibbs bounced outside, had the angle running full speed, almost straight ahead, and Cooper DeJean had to stop and close that distance and stopped and pushed him out of bounds. Saved a touchdown. You know, had a pick. You know, he doesn't get a lot of interceptions.
That was his first one since the Super Bowl, I think.
He doesn't get a lot of
No.
interceptions, but
That wasn't
not
his
a lot
first
of-
one.
No, I
That
thought
wasn't
it
his first interception this year.
Really?
Was it?
No. There was another deflection pick that he had earlier this year. But like,
Yeah.
But I think it's one of those things where he doesn't get a lot of interceptions just because he's locking dudes down. No one's making that throw, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, good for him. Great pick. He went, I think, 2 or 3 picks after the Bengals picked in the draft. I think we were here for that draft.
I know.
I looked at you, I'm like, dude, you got a dog, and no one knows it. But now the world knows.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I remember that
unfortunate.
because we were here for that draft.
yeah, we drafted Mims that year.
Yeah.
Which I'm happy with Mims. I think he's going to be a really good player, but now we see the mistakes we've made on defense.
Yeah.
We could
One,
use the DG.
the one thing I'll say though is, where was Jared Goff? Like, I almost want to like get a milk carton and say
They were all
if they're
over him.
missing
Yeah.
Jared Goff. Where is he? Please call. Please text
boy.
us. Send us a message on Instagram. Where was Jared Goff? Like,
His ball placement is still way better than Hurts. Because Hurts can't throw to an open receiver without them having to get it.
true,
Shots fired.
but you know, we'll just throw it 10 yards. That's all we need to do.
Yeah.
But like,
Well, I think for the most part, I think A.J. Brown's, after finally getting some targets, I think his longest was like 7 or 8. You're like, which is crazy for him.
Yeah.
they were using him, but they weren't really
They
using.
weren't using him properly.
I think it was like squeaky wheel gets the grease. They're like,
Yeah.
okay, like he
Devontae-
needs targets.
But
Devontae Smith barely did
Eagles
anything.
can't seem to scheme very well on offense. Like, they've been through, Jalen Hurts has had like 12 offensive coordinators since he was in college.
Every single year since college to now, it's been a new OC, and next year it'll be another OC. I'm calling it now. Brian Dable from the Giants, the old Giants coach.
That would be actually really good.
He'll finally have an OC that he knows.
Yeah. 'Cause
Right.
he's had him before.
Right? You might as well go back in that direction because we know next year is going to be a new one. Because Kevin Patullo, you're done. Like,
Yeah, they
never
move.
heard
The
of him.
Eagles move fast. That's one thing that you
Yeah.
can respect the Eagles for a lot.
Yeah.
They move on from people so fast.
Best front office in the league.
Howie Roseman we trust.
Yeah. I want Howie Roseman on the Bengals so bad. That'd be incredible.
Yeah, can he play defense? Fuck.
Well, he'll find the guys to play defense, that's for sure. And he'll pay them early too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what I heard Collinsworth, and I usually hate his takes.
Because he talks about Patrick Mahomes all the time.
Yeah, he's a rider for Mahomes for sure. But he made a comment about the Eagles offense, and I think it made a lot of sense. During their Super Bowl run, they ran with Jalen Hurts a lot more.
Yes.
Right? There were designed runs for him, and he was a lot more mobile. And I think that opened up the offense for the Eagles a lot more.
Correct.
Right? You don't see a lot of that. Now, we don't know. He might be dealing with some injuries, that they're not talking about.
It's true.
But, you're not seeing that often.
Well, like,
Their offense doesn't have direction right now, though.
well,
That's
here's
the
the thing that
biggest
they're
thing.
doing.
They have all these weapons, but they can't use them because no one knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now, Saquon's in. As a linebacker, you're going to be like, oh, Saquon's in. What am I going to do? I'm going to stop Saquon.
Yeah.
The moment he's not in, the linebackers are going to be like, oh, he's not in. They're probably not going to run.
Yeah.
They're going to probably try to throw it or whatever. All right, so I'll back off. Then our backup running back can get yards. But then Jalen can't throw accurately, or if he's under pressure, he can't throw it that well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he tries to throw on the run, and it's not good.
No. So,
so
recall correctly, you've never really been a Jalen guy.
no.
No.
I have his jersey, thank you. But
You're welcome, I guess.
but no, I was never actually a Jalen guy. My biggest problem is I don't see him as like an alpha quarterback.
Yeah. You know what? I would love to just say, I'm not a big this quarterback, but he won us a Super Bowl. I'm not a big fan of him,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just
what
being
a luxury.
Must be nice.
What a luxury.
I'm just being an honest.
Hey, that's fine.
Hey, if it takes me saying I don't like Joe Burrow that much, he'll win us the Super Bowl, I'll take it.
You can wipe your tears with the Super Bowl banner, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what? Fine, I'll take it.
But hey, you know what? I get it, right?
I was huge on Carson Wentz when he was there.
I mean, he was having MVP caliber year.
He was playing really well, so
Yeah.
And then Nick Foles took over and got us to the Super Bowl and beat Tom Brady. And he will always be legendary for us.
I feel like the big thing with quarterbacks is do they passing that eye test? Are they they get you excited because they're fun to watch? Like, does the ball pop out of their hand, or does it just seem like they're going through the motions?
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing for me and the reason why I'm not a huge Jalen fan is because as a quarterback, I want a true leader that doesn't just talk, but walks the walk. And I don't think Jalen really is walking the walk.
Okay.
He does the talk. He knows how to communicate with everyone. But
He's a
not
business.
true
He's
leader.
like a CEO.
Yeah.
He's not like a teammate.
Like in a restaurant,
Gotcha.
he's the executive chef.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not the one.
Yeah, he's
that-
not working the line.
Like
Okay, I see.
the way I view it is, Joe Burrow is a natural born leader because he flat out said, "Sign my guys. I need my guys to."
Yeah,
So I
will
can be
advocate for his
successful.
team.
I don't see that with Jalen. I don't see him stepping up and being like, you know what, I take responsibilities for my actions, or I don't necessarily agree with what's going on, but I stand by my wide receivers because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I am today.
You're right.
I don't see that.
But instead, there's public feuds. Yeah.
Yeah, when's your pigeon shirt coming in?
I still haven't ordered it. Well, my sister has it though. It looks sick. I just can't. I can't wear it. Maybe I'll just put Jalen's face on it. As a picture.
I'm sorry, what's the pigeon shirt? What is this?
So on the website, I have a Philadelphia Pigeons because when we were going through that rough time, I wasn't calling them the Eagles. I was calling them the Pigeons because they were
Okay.
playing like a bunch of pigeons.
Gotcha.
And I've
Nice.
sold a few, but like,
That's amazing.
yeah,
Cash in on the good and the bad. Why not, right?
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
When bobs are dropping, sell Band-Aids.
So yeah, Chris Conley. No, you know right.
Hey, he did have a really good call at the end, though, when he was calling that penalty the right way, unlike the refs
Yep.
did.
Yep.
But it's stuff like that when it's that blatantly obvious, how is it not also obvious to the refs?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like to an extent they need. I feel like replay assist would slow the game down forever,
Yeah.
but to an extent they have to be able to look at the replay and be like, nah, we'll pick that penalty up.
They have a little bit of that. I think there is some centralized system. The people in New York watching the games, and if there is a terribly egregious call, it will get turned over. It's happened a few
Yeah.
times, but not enough.
But
I think the reffing has been terrible this year. But I mean, story as old as time. No
Yeah.
one loves refs.
Oh right.
well, a lot of it is like those subjective calls. So it is what it is.
Yeah, human error.
And I know the Chiefs are all mad because the refs don't love them anymore.
Check started bouncing.
Right.
I guess.
But did you guys catch any of the Yates Cup?
Yeah, I think I was scrolling through the channels and it popped up, briefly.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
The
didn't see it.
Saskatchewan
Yeah.
and
Alouettes.
And the Alouettes?
Yeah.
I think the Alouettes won.
I'm not sure.
Oh, shows what I know.
That's I'm just feeding off of you guys.
Yeah. CFL is like not on my radar.
I don't know how to make it go onto our radars. Like NFL, like the drama, like the press is AJ Brown saying that using me but not using me, and we're so invested in their lives, but it's not the same in CFL because the media doesn't care the same way.
Well, it doesn't care the same, but it's also just it just doesn't get the same traction, so it's not in your face all the time.
Yeah.
And I can not watch a single game for a week. Like I don't do that, but like I could not watch a single game for a week and I would still know everything that happened because it's just that involved in.
The NFL is it's the biggest game in town. It has eyes everywhere.
Well,
And,
I'm thinking the new league. Well, there's a league that's going on right now. The NNL, the lacrosse league, is growing. There's a few more teams that are getting out there. Like we all know about Toronto Rock, but I think that league is slowly going to be like big out there. It's like a mix of like field hockey and hockey and so forth with a little bit of checking.
Yeah, it's Canada's national game.
Yeah. Like I think in a few years we might pivot and start playing lacrosse.
oh boy.
We're gonna play lacrosse.
Get hit with sticks? No thanks.
I'm just saying, little.
Yeah, pad me up.
Have you ever used a lacrosse stick?
I have, yeah.
It's a totally different skill set to have.
I know. You can learn.
Yeah.
The whole point of this podcast is to get off the bench.
That's
Might as well
true.
get- might as well
Hey,
get
if
off
anyone
the
wants to
bench and try
sign
play
us
some lacrosse.
to play some lacrosse, hit us up. We'll come for a practice.
Yeah. Get the ice for your wrists.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like,
So-
man, you see some of those sticks that they take to their. That's
Oh.
an actual play. You take your stick and you swat at their wrists.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why you have like the gloves. Yeah.
No thanks. But
So-
hey, I'll watch.
Huh?
I'll watch.
Okay, so was this your first time on the podcast?
This was my first podcast, yes.
And how was it?
It was good. You both were very gentle. Thank you.
Well, you got to be
Made it
gentle
easy.
when you're a Bengals fan.
Yeah. No, it was great. Yeah, no, thanks, guys. It was fun to sit down and talk life, talk ball.
Yeah.
It was really, really good.
Hey, that's what we're all about.
Yeah. Glad to have
Every
you
once in a
on.
while, we got to get people off the bench and off the bench.
Put me in, coach.
I love it. No, honestly, it was definitely a good episode. We definitely went longer than usual, but it's just natural. It's just how the podcast works.
Yeah.
I mean, you make the rules, right?
Yeah. So
The rules are meant to be broken.
any final statements?
Uday?
Uday, baby.
Yeah.
Be good, do good.
I like that. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Off the Bench London with your hosts, Malcolm the Milkman Noel and Scott the Visionary Hone.